property that we're taking a look at, it's got an ARV of 165, and our comp is extremely solid, double verified by both me as well as a contractor.
I'm honestly lost as to what we would be talking about.
Is that a question, or?
If it doesn't make sense in the first 2 minutes, it's probably not a good deal for me.
What I'm really interested in doing is getting more people into the Sault Ste. Marie market.
No, I'm pretty sure he's looking for 100% financing. You actually brought too much creativity, which is rare for me to say.
Can I respond, or let's say we come in under ARV, which I really don't think we're going to.
A fast nickel beats a slow dime, dude. Hold on. I got the 40, man. I'm actually giving you a better deal. Do you want to take it?
Warning. All lenders are professional Canadian real estate investors who invest their own money into these deals. Every pitch is made cold, and every lender will make offers at their own risk. 3 investors: Ben Mirzan, Matt McKeever, and our guest investor will watch as entrepreneurs present their deals with only one chance to make the pitch. Brought to you by CashFlow Tribe. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to yet another episode of The Pitch. I am so excited to engage with every single one of you. Guys, I have some great news. I was told I was purple last episode, but I'm not purple no more. I'm back, baby. I'm ready to roll, ready to humble, ready to grumble, and I'm ready to do it. I hope you guys are excited. For those who don't know, I am your man, your boy, the host, Daniel Blagrove, and this is the show where investors make a pitch to potential money partners for a chance to raise capital for their real estate investments. So I want to know where you're tuning in from, because it's so important that we engage with y'all. But I want to let you know this show is brought to you by CashFlow Tribe. You heard Peter, the producer. This is the number one real estate community for investing everywhere and online. So I highly encourage, if you haven't heard of us yet, check out cashflowtribe.com. You'll see more information at the bottom of your screen throughout this show. So I encourage you to check us out. If you're looking to get more information on how to grow your wealth and to be able to accomplish financial freedom for the purposes of your family, maybe it's for charity, maybe it's for other things you have going on. Whatever the reason, everybody has their own purpose, but real estate is the one commonality in this tribe. So I want you to check us out. Definitely get engaged, but I want to see where everybody's tuning in from. Drop your city below. I want to see those comments. Peter, the producer, will be helping me out. Sarnia, what's up, Jacqueline? Good to see, or to see your comment at least. But it's so good to see everybody. So listen. Without further ado, I'm going to get y'all ready to go. I got to get the judges on. We got a guest judge tonight. I'm so excited. These people are bringing the fire. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it right to you. Montreal, what's up? We in the building. I saw you as a recent sign up on CashFlow Tribe. Shout out to you, Ituno. Linda from Warsaw, Indiana. Okay, we are international, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Ken Cardi, never heard of that. Come on, Sogo. What's up, my brother? Shouting out from Florida. Okay. Y'all are getting me excited over here. I hope you're excited. Okay, I got to bring on the guest judge, guys. Woo-hoo! I am so ready. Let's go, guys. I got to bring on this team. Let me introduce you. The Finlay Mortgage Team was born out of an idea that through exceptional service and expert advice, they can create a world of more accessible capital for their clients. So their mission is to assist investors in strategically scaling their portfolios. Their experts find alternative solutions by leveraging institutional and private capital, using strong networks and competitive products to offer an industry-leading service. It's unparalleled in the Canadian real estate market. I want to introduce to you from the Finlay Mortgage Team, Josh and Aaron. Say what's up, my friends.
What's
What
going
is
on,
going
guys?
on, people? Super amped to be here. Thanks so much for having us. We are so amped to see what is going to happen tonight.
Come on.
Yeah, man, I was pretty excited.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to have you on. We're hoping that the deals or the pitches that are going to be brought to you tonight, we'll see if you are going to swing at any of them. Come on, guys, in the chat, let us know. Welcome the Finlay Mortgage team. Say welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to see y'all in the chat. That's right. And so without further ado, I got to bring on our other judges. You already know who they are. I got to bring on the first one. You already know he's always pushing for growth, pushing for personal development, always bringing bigger ideas, bringing bigger things to the table so that we can grow, so that we can expand, so that we can bring more influence and more change, positive change to those people around us. I want to bring you the man who comes with money to lend, with money to spend, and money to make until the end. Ben Middleshawn, aka the Humble CEO.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ben Humble. Tonight, I'm ready, loaded. I was in the chat. I'm fighting Matt McKeever in the chat. I got the most views right now. Let's go. If you're not on the Ben Mearson stream, get on that. Daniel, I got $1.9 million to lend out tonight, so you better bring some deals and don't waste my time. Finley boys, hope you're ready for a showdown, man, because I come to win.
An immigrant from Romania, Ben Mearson escaped communism and became Southwestern Ontario's largest single-family investor. Ben has done almost 300 deals in Canada, becoming a multimillionaire by the age of 30, and is the CEO of CashFlow Tribe, who has a passion for helping others reach their true potential. Come on, man. All right, I'm ready to go. We got one more person to bring to you. He hails from London, Ontario. You already know who he is, with over 70,000 subscribers on YouTube, covering all things real estate investing, helping you reach your financial goals. His name is Matt McKeever, who brings the fever.
Thanks, Daniel. What's up, Canada? Hope everyone's ready for another great episode of The Pitch. And just a reminder, guys, smash that like button. We've got a lot of people watching on YouTube, but not nearly as many have smashed the like button. And sharing is caring when it comes to social media. So,
Achieving financial independence and quitting his day job at the age of 31, serial entrepreneur and angel investor Matt McKeever is Canada's leading real estate investor on YouTube. With a portfolio of over 150 units, Matt shares his wisdom with his growing following of over 70,000 subscribers and over 4.5 million views. Okay, guys, we are here. This is The Pitch, brought to you by CashFlow Tribe, Canada's #1 leading real estate community. And so I got to tell you guys, if you haven't checked us out, go ahead and grab a membership on our website, cashflowtribe.com. I encourage you. There's all kinds of resources. There are trainings. There are Peter the producer, have walked you with just a sneak peek. But here's the deal. I want to really hand you guys something to really give you some value right on the start. We all know across Canada that the markets are just hot. It's sizzling hot. Things are just getting over asking, 20, 30 offers here, 40 offers there, way over asking. And so many of you are looking to get your first investment and you're trying to figure out, how do I get a deal in this hot market? Well, I want to give you some value today, and I want to give you a PDF document that details and highlights how to get private deals. Because when it comes to being on market, you're not competing with just other investors. You're talking about the moms and pops and all the other people who are looking to purchase houses. And so when you go off market and you are finding deals privately, you will put yourself in a position where you're one-to-one, you and the seller. So I want to introduce you to a PDF called Private Deals. This is a free PDF that I'll be giving out to each and every one of you who sign up for a basic membership on CashFlow Tribe. We're even going to be going through how to walk through a purchase and sale agreement. The contract that you're seeing right now on my screen, it helps you understand how to write it out so that you can go ahead and make offers. Because as Matt McKeever always says, if you're not making offers, you're not getting any deals. And so I want to encourage you, sign up with a basic membership. It is for the low cost of $0. I'm sorry, guys. I tried to do the best I could. I couldn't get it any lower than that, but it is $0. So go ahead and sign up. But without further ado, let's get into the first pitcher. But I got to get a poll first. I got to get a poll, guys. I did this last week. We got 2 pitchers going on tonight who are going to be making a pitch to these investors. So I want to know right off the top, do you think 0's going to get it? 1's going to get it? or who's going to get it? Let's put it in the chat so Peter, the producer, can show us how we're really feeling. I want to get a pulse. But Finlay, team, Josh, Aaron, Ben, Matt, I'm so excited because I'm about to bring you the first pitcher. So I hope your bats are ready to see who's going to swing at this one. So let me go ahead and read his bio. Man, he was born in Alberta and moved to Ontario at the age of 3 years old. And he eventually graduated from the University of Windsor in 2008 from automotive engineering. He worked in Winnipeg for 4 years as in an aerospace company and moved to Kitchener in 2012. My man is traveling. Working as a project coordinator for a high-rise residential forming company in Toronto. But this is the time where he got sick of working for others and decided that he's going to become his own boss as a roofing contractor in 2014. And now he is getting into real estate investing. He is known as the #1 roofer in Kitchener. I want to bring to you, ladies and gentlemen, Lloyd Cable. What's going on, Lloyd? Say hi to the people.
Hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Daniel, thank you for the great intro. Friends and family, thank you for chiming in. We got people here from Australia. Shout out to my family out there. Janine, this one's for you. Okay, opportunities don't just land on your lap. You got to go get them. And I want to thank my friends and family for being here. Judges, thank you for having me on the show.
Lloyd, I'm so excited for you. The floor is yours. Here's how it's going to go down. I'm going to give you up to 5 minutes uninterrupted for you to make your pitch to these judges. Are you ready to go? Because I'm about to give it to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Judges, today I'm here to ask for your help. This year, I want to land a flip property. With your help, my plan revolves around this idea. Can I have the slideshow on, please? The idea is to go into an equity-based joint venture partnership with a 40-60 split. In return for 20% of the profits generated in my business until $50K has been paid. In this joint venture agreement, I will be contributing $100,000 in capital towards the purchase of a flip property, $60,000 towards the rental costs, and the skill set to see that the project gets into completion. Investors, your contribution towards this partnership will be to provide capital for the purchase of the home, the mentorship, and the property. Yes, you heard that right. We need a property from your wholesale business to make this deal happen successfully. Now, I can see the wheels turning. Why would anyone give me one of their wholesale deals? I see return on time. I see assignment fees. My simple answer to this is, I understand. I'm not here to take away your assignment fee, guys. No. Okay? In layman's terms, I'm simply asking for you to invest in me, and I will pay you back tomorrow. The one thing that I've learned about being in cash flow is this whole idea of living in abundance, building relationships. If I succeed, you succeed. If we succeed, we all succeed. Matt, by you investing in me today, you will help me build my business from the ground, flipping business. I need a supply of homes. You are my supplier. Finley Group, by you investing in me today, I know down the line I'm gonna need your services. And Ben, by you investing in me today, you're gonna afford me the opportunity to renew my membership after 6 months. So my question to you, judges, are you willing to invest in me today?
Okay, Lloyd, I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me do you a favor. I want to make sure that I'm not doing you wrong, but I got you right. Okay, I'm going to recap your deal so we know what we're all talking about. Okay, so this is what you're asking for. You are looking to land your first flip project. You're looking for particularly an off-market property. You want to do this in a JV style partnership, whereas within that partnership, you're getting mentorship and you're looking to do this with a 40-60 split. Now, with this said, you're looking for mentorship, But with that mentorship, you have $100K available to invest with over 60 to renovate. Is that correct, or am I missing anything?
That is correct.
All right. So, Josh, Aaron, Ben, Matt, we got the pitch. It is almost your time, but I just got to shout out a few people because I can't wait to get them the private deals PDF. I want to shout out James Young. I want to shout out Yusuf, Kareem, and Murtaza Siddiqui. Congrats to you. For those who don't know, we are offering the basic membership on CashFlow Tribe for the low down of $0. So if you can sign up, get your free account, we're going to send a free gift over to you so you know how you can invest in real estate through private deal making. But before we get to the judges to see who's going to swing at Lloyd's pitch, check this out. We will be right back after these words from CashFlow Tribe. Welcome back to the pitch, brought to you by CashFlow Tribe, Canada's #1 real estate investing community. So I did want to bring mention to you that even though we're giving out these memberships, we want you to hang out with us in the Dugout. This is a time where you'll be able to connect with Lloyd, connect with Aaron and Josh and Ben and Matt, and be able to dissect, get deep into understanding what goes behind the scenes as to why or why not they choose to take some deals. So if you want to hang out with us, just grab a premium membership. And for the cost of $59 a month, you can do so on CashFlowTribe.com, and you can hang out with us right after this stream so that we can connect on a higher level. But with that said, I want to give the floor to our guests, Josh and Aaron. You have heard Lloyd's pitch. I want to give you the floor first. What do you have to say to Lloyd?
Lloyd, really appreciate you jumping on here and giving us your pitch. It's interesting. So Aaron and I are numbers guys. We do this all day, every day. I see clients coming to me, and we do flip deals every day. So when it first comes to numbers, man, I don't even know what numbers you need. Like you didn't bring me a deal. So I mean, high level here, taking a look at what you brought, like $300,000 flip. If you crunch the numbers backwards, 20% down, $60,000 for the down payment. It looks like you have all the capital you need to be able to do this. So it looks like from our perspective, you're looking for a deal. We see deals every now and again. Keeping in contact with us is definitely going to be probably beneficial if you're looking for one. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of lost as to how much money do you actually need here, because crunching the numbers backwards on a $300,000 flip, you have the cash to do it.
Yeah, this was a challenge for me. So I don't have a property. That's the biggest challenge. So I want to do a flip. I know that I need a house. I know that I need a JV partner. In terms of the house, I'm looking for an off-market deal. And I'm looking at people that have both.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, Josh and I can definitely get you a deal in on the flip. But I think if you're looking for someone who's bringing a property to you, as much as we see deals coming by, we're not specific to the wholesale business. We can definitely help work something on a flip product. But if you're looking for a property, you might be looking for somebody else who has a little more access to multiple flips and multiple off-market properties. I don't know if we're the guys specifically to bring you the property, but we can definitely help you with a flip product.
Yeah, we do have some decent pull in regards to maybe getting you in for the zero down on a flip. We have the ability to be able to do that if the ARV comes in strong enough. But the preliminary numbers, I don't have anything to work off of. But I guess I wish I had more numbers to be able to crunch to be able to let you know something. But unfortunately, on this end, I don't have a deal.
Man, I just got to step in for a sec. Whoever that guy is that's named Some Guy, that was just hilarious to say. The name is Some Guy, I have a deal. That's just too funny. That is hilarious. Yeah. But without further ado, I got to let Ben and Matt hop in. Ben, I want to hear from you first. With this kind of pitch, what do you have to say? Do you have any questions?
All right, so let's get right into this. So first of all, there's no real deal here. So I got to look at you, Lloyd, based on other opportunities, your character. So there's three things that I really focus on when I lend: character, capacity, and capital. You've got no active deal. So I'm looking at you, and first question I'm going to ask is, do I even like Lloyd? Short answer, yes, I like Lloyd. I see Lloyd as putting himself out there. I know you've got a roofing background, contracting, so I don't doubt that you can do the work. Is this the first flip you're doing, Lloyd?
This will be my first flip, yes.
Okay, first flip. So you got 60 grand to bring to the table, plus $100,000 down if you need to. You got the work capacity to do it. You got all the tools and resources, etc. Other than the deal and other than the money, is there anything else that you need?
Not that I know of, no. I'm just looking for a property. I'm looking for a JV partner such as yourselves, you or Matt, just for mentorship.
Yeah, I get that, but this isn't a JV partnership. This is a JV partnership, because if I'm bringing the money and the deal, the obvious question everybody in my audience wants to know is, why do I need Lloyd?
I think the whole idea here is just reaching out and asking for help.
Okay, and I get that, but we got to be real tangible about the win-win value here. I'll tell you how I could see this work if you like. By the way, I think you're a couple days too late because we just sold a bunch of stuff that was really cheap. However, here's how I could see this work. Is I've got a property that we're taking down. I think we purchased it for 200 and something. It's probably worth 3 something in this crazy market. Our plan typically is to take these homes and put them back on the MLS. And there's so much demand, there's really not a whole lot of need to do extensive renovations. The only kind of transaction where this would make sense is if I could go, normally we would sell it for, let's say, 310 grand. Lloyd, you're going to come in and you're going to create the difference in value through the appreciation in the property, through forced appreciation by rehabbing it. And you're going to do the reno, and any incremental growth beyond that or profit, then we can split that. That's the only kind of deal that would make sense here on my plate, right? Because otherwise, like, we wouldn't even normally get to an extensive reno phase. And I got to be clear, in this market, because there's a shortage of inventory, there's going to be a lack of renovation quality across the board. I've noticed this in many different areas. Years ago, Lloyd, we used to have to rehab homes top to bottom. And I liked that business. That was a good business because I could confidently give a home to somebody. But right now, stuff just hits the market. It's here and it's gone. So the inventory is really the problem here. But before I make a pitch, or before we get to that, I'm going to kick it off to the other judges. But without a deal here, man, you're just a nice guy with a hammer.
Okay, Matt, I need to hear from you. Share your thoughts, your perspective. We're all looking to hear from you.
Sure. So I'm going to build upon what the other judges were saying as well. So this is certainly something we come across all the time, right? People that have a concept, but they don't necessarily have the entire plan together. And I think it was John Dewar that said, you know, ideas are easy, execution's hard. And so that's certainly an aspect of this. And I think, Lloyd, just one piece of perspective or advice here, what Ben was saying is really true. Like, because you're in the trades, in construction already, you know, you only wanting to do like a lipstick flip is less attractive, because in theory, you can bring more value by like being more of a niche expert, right? And like, hey, I'm really good at managing guys or managing crews of people. So even if I haven't done a complicated renovation before, I'm really used to managing them on big roofing jobs or contracts like that. And I think even had you leaned upon your experience a bit more, that could have helped. But I guess for me, the biggest thing is just, if you're looking to maybe bring that more in-depth renovation, then that could make sense. Because like Ben said, the lipstick flips are actually pretty easy. You don't necessarily need to be an expert in any way in order to execute on that strategy. So again, like right now we've got I think it's like a 5-plex in Welland that can be converted. The city's already pre-approved it to an 8-plex, but like that's a big complicated job. We're likely going to wholesale it for a good fee, but we would rather do the job from start to finish, but we're not going to actually want to be the guys managing the project, right? Because it's complicated, it takes a long time, and it's hard. So deals like that would make more sense in my opinion, because like the lipsticks, I could give that to any one of my wholesalers or really any other person off the street.
Gotcha.
Now with that said,
let me chime back in here real quick here. Lloyd, I think you're missing the obvious opportunity for yourself. If you're good at the renovation side, we got to start asking, what's the strategic advantage in this deal? A lot of people come and pitch deals. They just try to connect the dots, putting it together, but they miss the bigger picture. If you're good at the rehab side, and you can go ahead and take that property, increase the value with the renovations, and you can sell it and get top dollar. If you can acquire that top retail buyer, you should be asking, how do I connect the dots? I think, unfortunately, there's only a couple dots here. You may need to connect the renovation, the money, and the deal somewhere else, right? So there's time, energy, money, the three resources in life. If you've got time and energy to do the renovation work, most guys that are buying the properties, the wholesalers, the lenders, really not spending that kind of time finding deals, right? That's a different side of this business. So if you could connect one other dot, and if you showed up here and said, hey, I've got a couple of deals potentially over here. I've talked with wholesalers. As a result of doing that, I just need the capital. It's easier to fill the one dot. It's easier to go check the box on the financing. Like the Finley guys probably could have stepped in with that. But it's when I need the money and I need the deal. The challenging part is those are the two commodities in this, I guess, in this reality that are hardest to find. The deal is the toughest, money is second, and then people willing to do the work is third. So I think we just have to rephrase this the way we do it. But hey, I'm glad you showed up and you're putting yourself out there, because at least you're getting known.
Awesome. It's awesome being on the show. Thank you.
Thanks, Lloyd.
All right. So with that said, I do want to give one opportunity. Does anybody have any offers that they would like to make? Anything that they would like to swing at Lloyd's pitch?
I guess the biggest thing I can say there is, Lloyd, if you are interested in a bigger renovation, like reach out to my wholesale team about that property I mentioned, and we can chat about that specifically. But again, definitely looking for complicated renovations and longer timelines than like a 3-month.
Lloyd, where do you live, man? What city are you in?
Kitchener.
You're in Kitchener. How far would you drive to do a deal?
Depends on the project, but anywhere up as far as Windsor. I have friends and family there. If I ever do work there, I have a place to stay.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Lloyd. I'd like to do a deal with you and help you get started, not because I'm looking to do charity work, but because I think you're extremely capable, and I love the fact that you're willing to get vulnerable and come on this live television broadcast and put yourself out there. So here's what I would do. I'm going to grab one of the properties. Our team's got different deals going on right now. Like I said before, we'd be normally inclined to just put them on the MLS because they sell the way that they are. If I can determine fair market value, we'll grab one of the deals. If you want a JV on a deal, what I'll do is anything over and above fair market value is basically going to be available for the full retail buyer. So let's just say I've got this thing at 210, it's worth 300 today. That's normally the spread we would have is a $90,000 profit. However, if we do a 40, 50 grand rehab, it might be worth 430, 440, because it's really attracting these retail buyers that, as far as I'm concerned, in Canada, are out to lunch. They're making ridiculous offers, going cash, no conditions, what have you. If you want to come in and JV on the surplus and take my wholesale deal and turn it into a retail flip, then I'll fund your deal. You fund the renovation. At the end of the day, we can split profits. That should be available in 30 days, and maybe we do a recap on that later on. If that's of interest to you, I could probably see getting into an opportunity like that, because the truth is, when I find guys like you that I think have the heart for this business, I'd love to give you a shot at something. It's not as easy as just giving you a deal and tomorrow I'll get 1,000 emails saying, hey, I want deal and money too. But you're asking to come on the pitch. Lloyd's did. So Lloyd, if you want to do that, I'll try to put that together with our team, set you up on that and give you a chance. With our property, you don't even need to purchase it. You just fund the renovation. We'll split profits at the end. But I need to know that you're in, and it's gonna require you traveling down and putting in some massive effort. Are you in for that though?
Okay,
I am in.
Lloyd, we do have 2 offers on the table. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Matt did say, if you are interested in taking on any bigger projects, you can get in contact with the wholesalers. Matt, am I speaking correctly here?
Yep, you got it, Daniel.
All right, so we got 2 offers on the table, Lloyd. Lloyd, what is your response?
You know what? I'm going to go with Ben on this one.
All right, we got a deal, ladies and gentlemen. Lloyd and Ben, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ben is on a 3-pitch winning streak right now, dating back to last week's episode. That is awesome. Lloyd Cable, the #1 roofer from Kitchener, I want to congratulate you for walking away with a deal. I noticed Alex Solga's comment where he said, don't take no for an answer. You stuck through it. I know there was times where you're wondering, am I going to get anything out of it? But when you show up and you make the ask, the interesting thing is somebody just might accept. And so with that said,
let me jump in here, man. I want to make a point here real quick for everybody at home. A lot of times when you see the show like The Pitch and you just assume, I got to get lucky to win. I got to get lucky to get my shot at it. It has nothing to do with luck. I want to encourage you guys at home that you're thinking about doing real estate, or maybe you're new to this thing. There are people out there that want you to win. You get into the right room, there's plenty of opportunity to prove yourself. So I'm not doing him a favor. He showed up. So I acknowledge you for showing up. I'm proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone. We haven't done anything yet. Nobody's made any money. We'll do that. But the sheer fact that you're willing to step up here, make yourself vulnerable, I just want everybody to realize it has nothing to do with luck. You decided to make it happen. So you need to show up. I think 80% of the battle in life is showing up every day. If you show up, good things happen. Lloyd, I'm curious to see what we can create together, buddy. Congratulations on the deal.
And with that said, Lloyd, you are in the 20, the circle who wins. And so I'm excited for you. Any last words from you before you head on out of here?
Guys, it's been an amazing experience. Thank you so much for having me. And again, for all those that are watching and supporting me, thank you for spending your time and watching me today.
Man, thank you so much, Lloyd, for joining us today and pitching your opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that if you want to know how our investors are thinking when it comes down to doing these partnerships, these deals, getting access to their money for deals, hang out with us in the Dugout. It's a Zoom call right after the stream, so you can join as a premium member of CashFlow Tribe at cashflowtribe.com. Hang out with us. Let's get signed up. Let's have this conversation so we can get you going on your deal. Think about this for a second. He came up with no deal, and he's walking away with a partnership that not only can land him one deal, but many deals in the future. This game is about relationships. And so if you got what it takes to step up, go and grab a CashFlow Tribe membership and hang out with us so you can get a deal as well in the future, should you choose to make that ask.
Hey, Daniel, one last question here. Speaking of relationships, what I'm wondering is if we do this deal, I'd like to build a relationship probably with these Finley guys. It seems like they've got some money. Maybe you guys can step in here and do some financing for Lloyd so we can at least kick some things off. If you guys can bring some money to the deal, why don't we have an off-air conversation? It'd be interesting to see if we can put that together and maybe create some kind of long-term strategic benefit where I can bring the deal volume and you guys can bring some of the capital and Lloyd can do some deals. Maybe there's another opportunity here.
Yeah, 100%. I think just to jump in there quick too, one of the things that Lloyd brings a lot of other people don't is he has the skill set and he has the capital. We see a lot of guys reaching out to us who are looking for property, they're looking for capital, and they're looking for, mentorship as well too. So Lloyd, I mean, you already knocked a couple of those off the list there where a lot of people aren't really bringing much and they're just looking for everything to give them to them. So it's nice to see someone bringing something to the table.
Yeah, we can definitely help you out, Lloyd.
Thanks, guys.
Come on, man. Lloyd, shouts out to you, man. Congratulations. And so I want to know in the comments, guys, would you have done this partnership? Let us know. Type a yes or a no in the chat. I want us to know, what is your feedback? Do you like Lloyd? I love what Ben said. It's about his capital, it's about his capacity, and it's about his character. How do you evaluate partnerships? Would you have done it? Would you not have done it? Let us know why in the chat. Okay, well done, Lloyd. Vandross, what's up, man? I'll be in the Dugout. Yes, I will be too. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, all right, guys. All right. We got to get going because I got another pitcher step into the mound to throw his pitch to these investors. And so I hope you're ready. Put those fire emojis in the chat. Put those fire emojis in the chat because I got a special investor ready to throw it at you. I'm going to read out his bio. He was born in India and moved to Texas for 20 years ago doing IT. But back in 2008, he came to Toronto, and in 2015, he moved to Oakville. So in the last 8 months, he has gotten into real estate. And since then, he has been able to do 2 duplexes that are being BRRRR, which is an acronym for buy, renovate, refinance, rent, repeat, or whatever, 4 R's, BRRRR. And he has now in the process of working on 3 flips. And he has also 1 Airbnb that he's working on at this moment in time. I want to bring you a special individual that I've had the privilege of connecting with at one of the CashFlow Tribe events. His name is Vinod Krishnan. Vinod, what is up?
Hi, guys. Hi, Daniel. Thanks for that wonderful intro. And thanks all the judges here. Ben, Matt, Josh, and Aaron. Thanks for being here with me.
Come on, man. Put Vinod in the chat. I want you to welcome him. Get him excited because he's about to throw his pitch. This is pitch number 2. So for those who said that they had at least 1 or 2 deals done on this show, you're on the right track. For those who have done 0, come on, man. Y'all gotta have more faith in these people. These guys are doing deals. All right. So Vinod, you already know the deal. You have up to 5 minutes uninterrupted for you to make your pitch. And I hope you're ready because you are on in 3, 2, 1, go.
Awesome. Thanks, Daniel, once again. So judges, I'm starting my wholesaling business. So can you move to the next slide, please? So what I'm asking for is an investment of $40,000 for 6 months with a guaranteed return of 10% and unlimited upside. And I will come to that in a moment. So essentially, this investment will cover the operational expenses for this business for up to 6 months. So regarding that upside, in addition to this 10% guaranteed returns, I also offer 20% of the wholesale fee from the first 2 deals within those 6 months period. That's happening within those 6 months period. So for example, if the wholesale fee is $15,000 each on an average, the total returns would be $8,000 for that 40,000 for a return of investment of 40%. So yeah, so I hope that was it was pretty straightforward and simple. Regarding the risk and mitigating factors, the risk is I am inexperienced in this business. Mitigating factors, like I'm an action taker, I have mentorship with amazing mentors here. I'm active in networking and working with a great partner who is going to be 100% dedicated for this business, and we both are really hungry for success. So the second risk factor, we may not be able to assign at least 2 deals during this time period. Yes, that is a risk. It is a remote possibility, but so also is the possibility to make great returns on this, right? So it could be like, the wholesale fee could be more than 15,000, for example. So investment not secured, I offer a collateral to secure the investment. And lastly, how do we ensure the investor has access to the financial details of the first 2 wholesale deals? How do they know what I'm selling, what we are selling the wholesale deals for, or what we are assigning the deals for? So I'm open to, for a JV partnership agreement limited to the first 2 deals. Let's move on to the next slide, please. So that is the deal in a nutshell. That's a summary. And those number, the $40,000, is based on some real number crunching. And I have to say, a lot of these numbers came directly influenced by Matt's teachings, because I do not have a direct experience with this part of the business yet. So to summarize this, what we identified is we will have to send out 107,000 the flyers in the first 6 months in order to be able to acquire or wholesale 4 properties, and then at an average 15,000 wholesale fee per deal. And so that comes to $27,000, and I'm adding an additional $12,000 for other expenses. We'll be doing a lot of door knocking and probably some online marketing to acquire this. So I'm adding another $12,000 to make it close to $40,000, $38,666. So here's the deal. To summarize this once again, I'm looking for $40,000 for 6 months for a guaranteed return of 10% and 20% of my first 2 wholesale fees. Thank you.
Vinod, thank you so much for this pitch. And I got to do you justice and let me know if I'm recapping as well, because I saw some people in the comments wondering what this pitch is. So let me make it clear and you can confirm for me. So you want to establish a wholesaling business in North Bay, Ontario. you're looking for $40,000 for 6 months with 10% return given to the investor. And in addition, you're looking to give 20% of the first 2 wholesale deals that have been completed. So as a result, you are saying that the $40,000 will cover over 100,000 flyers that will go out in marketing. It will also cover the living expenses of your business partner for 6 months. Let me know if there's anything I'm missing or if I've recapped it well.
It's correct. I just want to make sure one thing, that 20% of the first 2 wholesaling fee, that's going to the investor. Just want to make sure that we got that right. Yeah, everything else is good.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, let me know in the comments. Would you do this deal? Would you not? Say yes, say no. I gotta know. And before you know it, we'll be back to hear from our investors. We will be right back after these words from CashFlow Tribe. Welcome back to The Pitch, everybody. Brought to you by CashFlow Tribe, Canada's #1 real estate investing community. I got to shout out a few people here. Shout out to Omar, Hussein, Furkan, Muhammad, Murtaza. I want to welcome you guys for grabbing yourself the basic membership. It is so cool to have you guys join. I want to recommend you guys to check out CashFlow Tribe. It is for the low down payment of $0 to grab a membership. Feel free to check us out. We are the online and in-person real estate community. We are the ones who bring the value, the education, and the empowerment through transparency, through community, through results, and through transparency. And so transparency, community, results, and impact. Woo, almost lost that one. Impact is the one. And so without further ado, I'm going to shoot it over to Matt to start. Matt, you saw the numbers, you saw the pitch. And so Matt, what do you have to say?
Sure. So I guess just for perspective, as far as wholesaling experience up until this point, it's 0, right?
Correct.
And then you're doing this with a business partner?
Yes.
Okay. And they're essentially doing like most of the legwork?
Exactly.
And then what are you bringing?
I'm bringing in, I'll be disposing the property. Like I'll be on the selling part, and this partner will be marketing and being the boots on the ground.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I would just say kind of one point for perspective. I definitely think it's smart to have your partner involved when pitching, just because at the end of the day, it's as much about investing in the people as it is the business. So being able to see the other person, because if they're going to be dealing with the flyers, right? Like a lot of the business gets driven based upon, are they going to actually answer the phone when the phone rings? If they don't answer the phone when the phone rings, those flyers are useless, right? We really talk about it on my wholesale team. When we send out flyers, we view them as money scouts, and we're sending them out into the world to go find more money. And when the phone rings, that's our money calling us back, and we need to pick up the phone right away. And so I definitely think for me, it's as much about knowing your active partner as it is about knowing you and what you intend to do with it. So I think for me, at the end of the day, I would need to know more.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to Josh and Aaron. I got to hear from you two. He's looking to establish a wholesaling business. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I think we have a couple of questions. I do agree with Matt. If you're going to be coming in and you're bringing 50% of the business, for us to really know what we're investing in, I need to know what that other half is. I love what you're bringing, and you're the one stepping on, but where's your partner, right? Am I investing in just you, or am I investing in both of you guys, in the whole team, right? So we really need to see what the other half of your business is and who else are we investing in, right? If someone's putting their $40,000 into your team, they're going to want to know both sides of the story and who's getting that money. My question for you is, if you guys don't wholesale a deal in the first 6 months, what happens? Does that get extended outside the 6 months, or does it end after that 6 month period? Just from our perspective, for someone who's kind of new to the wholesale business. Obviously, there's a good startup time taken to get your flyers out and distributed. What happens if there is no deal in the first 6 months?
So if there is no deal in the first 6 months, the investor is going to get back only 10% of the returns, 10% of returns. However, I would like to have access to be able to extend that for another 6 months, and the deal restarts once again.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. Have you tried? Like, have you guys even started anything yet, or this is just preliminary? You guys are just kind of planning out how to get capital and do this.
We are planning out,
okay.
So we haven't started anything yet.
Gotcha.
So what I know is this: my business partner here will be 100% focused on this, 100% on the ground. So to your question, Matt, of taking the calls, so that is essentially going to be his job. Door knocking, flyer campaign, taking the calls.
And does your business partner have experience in wholesaling as well?
Not much. He has got a limited experience, but not much.
Okay. Gotcha. So Matt had a good question just in regards to your active participation in this entire thing. You said that you have the network to be able to sell this thing. Tell me a little bit about your background. How do you plan on offloading these properties? I deal with wholesalers every day, all day, bringing me deals or bringing my clients deals. It's not as easy as just picking up the phone and finding somebody to do these. How are you going to do that?
So I am part of a few networking, few online, real estate investor networking groups. Primary being the CashFlow Tribe, and then the REIT network, and there are a few of them that I'm part of. And I'm constantly networking with individuals. So essentially, I'm going to rely on my ability to reach out these networking partners. And there is also the option open to partner with, I believe, like for Matt's team, for example, I believe they probably have some kind of campaign where, they can sell the property for a cut of it. I don't know. I'm just thinking it aloud. I haven't really talked to Matt or anyone about this. But to summarize, I'm relying on my networking groups.
Yeah, I just got one more thing that kind of comes to mind is in a market that we know is already kind of flooded with wholesalers, and it's become a pretty hot gig to be in. What the hot market as well too, where people are starting to see prices going well over on the MLS. How are you going to take advantage of the wholesale market that's already pretty flooded, and then in a market where people are seeing extraordinary returns on an MLS listed market? What are you kind of bringing that's going to, why is someone going to want to wholesale a deal with you versus wholesaling with somebody else with proven history, or put it on the market and get well over their asking price?
So we are trying to research on markets that we haven't seen many wholesalers active in. And also kind of cities where like the population is like at least 50,000, and there are not many wholesalers that I am aware of. So I'm looking at cities like that, and North Bay, Ontario is one of the cities that is in our focus. So we are working on cities like that. It's still a work in progress, but we are working on it.
I agree. Just going to touch one more thing. So we deal with putting out both secured and unsecured private money, and the 10% unsecured money is almost unheard of when it comes to putting money in the market. Other than somebody who loves you, we call it unicorn money, your family, friends, people like that who have a vested interest in you succeeding. 10% for unsecured money is decently cheap. If there was a deal to be had here, I think it's going to be way more expensive than that. And I think your best option would probably be to come back with a deal at the end of the day, selling a dream. I think you can probably do it, but 10% is probably not what's going to get it done.
I gotta hear from Ben, humble CEO. You've been very quiet. I see you scheming. Let us know what you're thinking.
There's an expression in Romanian that goes, "Ai grijă de bani că îi prinde vântul." It basically means hang on to your money because the wind will take it. I feel like this is the part of the show where my money starts flying out of my wallet and I can't grasp it fast enough. So I do have some questions though. I'd like to pull it back up here real quick. So number one, do we have any data? Vinod?
Oh, it appears Vinod might have fallen out, so we'll work to get him back in. But Ben, share with the audience, what are you thinking? What is your thoughts right now as you've heard the pitch, so we can all know?
Here we go. When you make a pitch, when you make a pitch here, what I really, really want to know is what has been done up until this point to prove that this is actually going to work. You can't show up to something and ask for money without any data to support the potential business that you're trying to present here. So what I would have liked to see would have been, some data around, your market, some data around what you're going to do with those flyers, some data around perhaps other lead generation metrics that don't cost as much. Doing a flyer campaign is a very expensive proposition. In a lot of cases, if that's the first thing you're doing, it seems as though we might be throwing a dart at a board, hoping for it to stick. There's Kijiji, there's other sources, there's online, there's connecting with people, really getting the business off the ground. So I don't doubt that this thing could do well, but it's very premature in the development stage for me to know, how do I get paid? At this point, I'm concerned my money would just float away. So, and then there's a couple things here that I really would want to articulate here. What are we doing with this money? Are we living on half of it and then we're going to invest the other half of it? And what are we doing to collateralize it? I understood here, if I got this correctly, Daniel, that basically it's unsecured. Is that right, guys? It's unsecured. We're going to basically buy 107,000 flyers. Is this in a one shot? I would have liked to see more of a business plan. This I see all the time, folks. It's not a bad idea, but I mean, if you spend more time on your grade 7 book report than you do on pitching a business proposition, well, hey, I think there's an issue there. We need to spend a little bit of time really showing the value. If I don't get excited, then I'm probably not getting involved in this. Couple other things, Daniel, I'll kind of bring out just to everybody, we can be on the same page here. How I would do this deal, because there's always a way. How I would do this deal is, don't make me take unnecessary risk in this transaction by just putting 40 grand of unsecured money out there. What if I gave you a second mortgage for $40,000? You gave me 10% interest on that. Then I would actually have security. And then you can give me 20% of the deals for the next 6 months. That would excite me, because that gives me a relatively low risk. Because if you screw up or you fail or what have you, I have something that I can hold on to, some kind of recourse there. In this scenario, I feel like I may have to put the money in a duffel bag and drop it behind a dumpster, and hopefully I'll see it back in 6 months.
Sorry,
what do you guys think?
Sorry, hold on, Ben. Sorry, which dumpster did you say it was going to be at?
I don't know. There's got to be a dumpster with money somewhere. I got to put it in a parked car somewhere, maybe come back and stick. But no, in all seriously, Daniel, it's not a bad idea to get a business off the ground. And, Finley guys, you're saying, well, how saturated is the market? I always think there's plenty of room for opportunity, because deals aren't found. Deals are created through conversation. Marketing drives conversations. Conversations drive opportunities, and you can extrapolate a win-win deal for everybody. I know people that are great on the phone that could create a deal when other people have exactly the same situation and they just make a mess of it. So your ability to sell, your ability to see the opportunity is really important with deal making. However, if you're walking up to somebody asking for 40 grand, be prepared to bring something to the table. The amazing thing right now in Canada is that we've had so much equity growth in the last 10 years. Everybody has equity. Hey, bring it to the table. I love investors who put something down. If you have a house, put it down, right? If you got a car, drop the keys. Do something that shows me I'm all in. Guys, what are your thoughts on that?
I completely agree. I think you got to come with some numbers. You got to come knowing your stuff. You came with a big dream. I have no doubt you can do it, but unfortunately, there are no numbers or any stats to back up what you're doing. I do like what Ben said about the second mortgage, though. If you secure the asset, I think we have something to hold on to. At the end of the day, if you close a private loan before, there are obviously some costs to be able to close that loan. The upfront cost alone is more than what you're obviously offering in total for the entire loan amount. It's probably going to cost you around $2,500 to $3,000 in lawyer fees to secure this second loan. So I mean, there might be a deal to be had if you secured it on your house or some piece of property that was under 80% loan to value. Gives you a little bit of ambition, or gives you a little bit of the fire to be able to get going.
Hey, Vinod, let's create a constraint here. I know you're back now. Vinod, let's make a real deal. Would you take a second mortgage for the $40,000 at 10%, and then give me 20% of the deals for 6 months?
20% of all the deals, like if there are 4
Well,
deals.
so you've got these deals and you've anticipated a profit of $15,000 per deal, correct? So
Yeah.
20% is a $3,000 rip per deal. You said the first 2, but 2 is my worst number. I hate the number 2 because it goes 1, 2, and then I'm done. That is the worst. I hate the number 2. You know what number I like? 10. 10 is a good number. You know, we get to 10. I can count that high. You know, I can put some money in the bank, and it makes a lot of sense. If you're willing to do the 6 months, it's a little bit of good faith on both ends, because what if you only get 1 deal? There's a lot of conclusions here. There's a lot of things that we're hoping will happen. But I would do 10% if you got a 6-month turnaround. You know, we'll do that at 20%. And if that works, then we could talk about developing it further, and I can handle all of your marketing deployment, not just in the money, but also in mentorship, helping you grow and really crush the local market, because I have been the first one in Southwestern Ontario to crush wholesaling, and I'm sure I could bring you some value. What do you think? Will you take my deal?
Now, hold on, Vinod. Before I'm going to let you finish, as Kanye once said, but hold on. I got to give you the opportunity to show you who you really are. You've done some deals. You may not have done wholesaling, but I want you to step up to the plate and answer some of these questions. What are your thoughts about what Matt has said about the numbers, about the Finlay team? What do you have to say? Because perhaps there are some opportunities there, and I don't want you to be cornered just down to one. Come on, man. Step up to the plate. Let me hear what you got.
Yeah, so 2 things. Number 1, I have mentioned in the presentation itself, you know, the problem with security, like this money is not secured. I have offered collateralizing that money to my house. So to your point, can we take a second mortgage on my house? Yes, absolutely. I'm up for it. So that's number 1. And number 2, regarding the numbers, as I mentioned, I have not done this. This is a new business to me. So I have to rely on other experts. So all the numbers that I have mentioned there is pretty much influenced heavily by Matt's teachings. Even up to the point, you know, the percentage, a conservative percentage of how many offers we need to make to achieve at least 4 deals in 6 months time period, and so on. So pretty much everything is based on, influenced by Matt's teachings. So
Yeah. I get that. We're talking about Matt's teachings. That's all nice. What I'm saying to you here is, we just got to do a deal and prove this even works. If I give you the 40 grand, it goes in the flyers. Let's get some money out there, not spend 40 at once, but spend 10,000 at once, drive the marketing campaign, pick up the phone, use a recording system so that you can track the actual sales approach. You listen, this is a business you're entering into here. There's going to be multiple components. You might do 20 deals or you might do 1 deal. You know, you seem like a smart guy and ambitious, willing to put yourself out there. So I don't doubt you're going to do something. The question is, how far can you go in 6 months? And maybe this thing blows up into a viable business. But I think you need a partner, not just money. You don't need blind faith and 40 grand. You already have a property. You can pull money anywhere. You probably walk into the CIBC tomorrow and get a second mortgage or something, line of credit. I think you're really asking for a partner. Am I wrong or am I right?
Yes. The reason why I wanted to go with one of you rather than going to a bank and asking for a second mortgage is really to build relationships and mentorship there.
You know,
okay, so what you're saying is you don't need the Finley guys because they're just money. That's it.
So touching on that, thanks for that, Ben. I'll split it with you 50-50, Ben. But to add to your success, Vinod, you know, you're going to need to have somebody to ensure that people are buying these deals from you. So you're going to have to make sure they close to actually make money. So Aaron and I want to do the financing for your deals, for those wholesale deals for the 6 months. And we'll go 50-50 with Ben. We'll do 20-20. 20-20. I do want it secured, though.
Well, hold on. What 50-50 on what? Who says I need to go 50-50? I mean, this is a small deal over here, guys. If I slice this up 50-50, I'm barely getting a slice of a grape over here. What are we 50-50 in? The 40 grand?
Well, you help them on the wholesaling side. We'll help them on the financing side. On the 40 grand? We bring the guarantee that the actual wholesale deals will get financed. That the wholesale deals he can actually put together, we'll finance them.
So he's going to close them. We're not wholesaling them. You're gonna double close them and sell them. Is that what you're saying?
No. I was going to help the people who are actually buying the wholesale deals closing the deals.
Oh, so you want them to deal with non-cash buyers who can't get financing, then have to come to you guys to get the money?
That's not true. I do cash buyers, non-cash buyers.
Okay.
Everything in between, buddy.
Listen, I like you guys. It's great, but I mean, like, what are we splitting here? We're splitting the 20%.
No, I agree. If you want to do it by yourself, all the power to you. I'm just trying to add a little bit of value to Vinod. That's all.
Hey, we like Vinod, but his middle name is No. Vinod. So Vinod, you got to make a decision here, dude. Hey,
Yeah.
I like it, but I got to see how we all grow together. I'm all for the win-win deal, guys. But like, either you do it or I do it. This is a small little deal with unproven. Like, I'm not going to fight over Vinod when he's never done a deal. If you guys want it that badly, maybe you guys need to step in. Oh, you agree? You're not willing to fight for him?
No. Unfortunately, the numbers aren't there. I mean, I'd be willing to do with it with one of the judges, but unfortunately, the numbers aren't there to support
I think we also don't bring the strength.
Vinod, are you still even in this deal? Vinod, are you still even here?
See, I have a question. I have a question with the Finlay team. So what you're asking is essentially that's essentially the deal that you give to everyone, right? So what is different here? You're saying you could finance the purchaser, right? If someone purchased from the wholesale, deal, you can finance it. That's what you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, but flip it around. I mean, you're coming to me like everybody else who just needs money needs money without any substantiated claim. So yeah, I'm offering you a service that we offer everybody else without a broker fee.
Okay, all right, that's the point. So Ben, can we go back and see your offer once again? I would like to hear that offer once again.
Sure, but if I got to repeat it, it's going to go up another few points. I mean, but no, you put me on the hot seat like I got to sell myself here. I'm not selling anything. I guess the deal is simple. It's an unsubstantiated business. It's something we're just kicking off from scratch. I'm happy that you're here and all that stuff, but there's really no business here. I'll give you the 40 grand as debt, essentially at 10%. And as a result, I'll mentor you. We'll have some calls and connect. You take that money, we turn it into a little wholesaling business. Whatever this thing spits out in 6 months, you give me 20% of it. And if the Finley guys want to step up and they want to fund the buyers, you could just give them first rights to the buyer side of things. They can get paid the brokerage fees and they can win on that side too. I just don't know how else to split this thing. Like splitting the 20% doesn't do much for me, unless Vinod, you're going to go to 40% and then the Finley guys can step in, but that's going to have to come out of your slice of cake. I like my key lime pie.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I will take this offer, and Finlay's team, as Ben mentioned, I would always advise the buyer, the Finlay's team is there to help. And I would always send the buyer to the Finlay's team, try to send them to the Finlay's team first. But other than that, I really do not see a deal there. But with Ben, in this case, I do agree. I will go with you on this deal.
Boom. Okay, we got a deal? We got a deal, Vinod?
We got a deal.
Okay, hang on tight real quick. Hey, Finley guys, do you want to give me 40 grand at 7% unsecured?
No.
Okay, I thought I'd ask anyway. You never know. You got to put yourself out there sometimes.
I agree.
Do I got to pitch you? Do I have to pitch you?
I'd love to see it. What do you got on the pitch? Let's go real quick.
30 seconds.
Hey, let me get my PowerPoint presentation and bring some actually supporting data, and then I'll be back, okay? That's the way to do the pitch. There you go.
Right, swing it.
But no, congratulations, buddy. We got a deal. Thank you guys for putting that in.
It is a sweep with 2 deals being taken up by Ben Humble CEO. Congratulations, Vinod. You have secured an opportunity to extend your business into North Bay for the purposes of wholesaling. So we're excited to see what those things look like. But we want to give any final thoughts. Vinod, what are your thoughts that you want to share with the audience while you're here?
So when I came in, I thought I was prepared, and I was glad all these questions were asked. And so the next time I'll be prepared better. But thanks for this opportunity, everyone. I learned a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Vinod, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on. Let us know in the comments, everybody. Would you have done this deal? Would you have lent out $40,000 to help an investor establish his business in another region? I want to know. But yeah, as you get the congrats, Vinod, I want to congratulate you personally for stepping up. You made the ask, and like I always say, you never know. Someone just may swing at your pitch. And so with that said, congratulations. It's been an absolute pleasure rocking with each and every one of you tonight. But the conversation continues. If you can join us in the dugout, just grab a premium membership, hang out with us, go to CashFlowTribe.com, hang out with us, just hit on the events page and you will see us there. It is on Zoom, so we can engage with you on video, hear your voice, really connect. But before I go, I want to congratulate the Finlay team for stepping up, giving that expertise, understanding the game. I want to give you one more opportunity to say what you want to say to the audience tonight.
No, we really appreciate everybody allowing us to come on here. Ben, you're always a good time. Matt, we appreciate everything. Vinod, everybody who came in and pitched tonight. You know, we love seeing deals. We love being creative and finding solutions, and that's exactly what happened tonight. It's good to see people who need something, people who want something, coming together to make stuff happen.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of talks about relationships, and that's something that we press a lot and push a lot too. And you know, we're definitely happy to help you out with any of your deals that you need help getting financed on. If you're stuck with one of your deals and you're trying to find a buyer to get financing, we're more than happy to help out your buyer and get those deals closed for you and put some more money back in your pocket and a little bit of money back into Ben's pocket too. So
that's awesome. I love it. And I want to highlight one thing here. Even though Vinod did not strike a deal with the Finlay team, it's all about relationships. Because if you're able to get in front of them, build communication, build value, and extend this over the long term, you just never know what may come about these kind of deals. I can imagine Aaron and Josh, like you've seen a lot of these things materialize into long-term relationships if you just stick around, take action, and step up to the plate. And so with that said, I want to thank you all for joining tonight. Hang out with us in the dugout. If you're not familiar, grab a free membership at CashFlowTribe.com. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Shout out to Peter, the producer, for making this happen. Ben, Matt, and for myself, we'll see you next time. Take care.
That was dope.
My name's Alex Monsepera. I've joined the CashFlow Tribe about a month and a half ago. I do have a full-time job. I've been doing real estate investments on my own for the better part of 8 to 10 years. It has been very slow, lone wolf mentality. I've only been in the real estate investment and business ownership mindset for a few months now, so it was quite slow. Meeting like-minded individuals that I can collaborate with has been a nice change of pace. CashFlow Tribe has been some serious practitioner information that I was able to tap into, but I knew I needed to take it to a higher level.
My name is Soham Gupta. I am with CashFlow Tribe since April of 2020. My life before I came into CashFlow Tribe, I was working my job and just paying my bills. I was just getting by. One day while I was working at my work, I work as a general laborer, picking a lot of heavy cases, and my knee started hurting really bad. And I was so upset about that work that I thought, man, what am I doing over here? And that really made me take the leap forward to do something about it and join CashFlow Tribe. Happy that I have a purpose now. I learned a lot about real estate investing. I have plans to implement on them, and I think within the next couple of months, I would be making a lot of money compared to what I was working in.
My name is Daniel LeBlanc, and I joined CashFlow Tribe back in March. I was stuck. I couldn't go any further up. So when COVID happened, I was at home. I had no more work. I had one job to finish before, and I finished it. And I couldn't take on more jobs because people were staying in homes with kids and all that, so we can't do work with people living in their homes. I've been doing investments since 2006, so it's not my first rodeo. I've done 2 major failures where I had to lose everything and start again. It's very hard. So the whole world's crashing down financially, and you're just like You had to go another 7 years before your credit get worked up again, so you can get the courage to go back forward and do your deals again. Since I found CashFlow Tribe, things are going back for the positive, the way I love it. Because before that, I was like losing energy, losing focus for it. The drive was gone. And then when I got CashFlow Tribe, and they were talking about all the strategies and all that stuff, and they're saying how possible it can be, it just boosted my spirit back up. I'm back on the game. I'm back finding that life that I lost back when everything went wrong, right? Everybody wins. And if somebody's losing in one of my deals, I don't want to do a deal. I don't care if I win. I don't want it. I could make $1 million on a deal. If I cannot have my partners to win on the deal as well, I don't want the deal.
My name's Joshua Clow, and I joined CashFlow Tribe back in March. Before I joined CashFlow Tribe, I would go to these meetups, and nothing really changed. There was no accountability, which is one thing that's really core to CashFlow Tribe. And so as soon as I had that, not only did you have this intense sense of community where people actually connected with you all the time and were eager to do so and lend out a helping hand, but you also had accountability. So you felt like you had to kind of start taking some action. I came from a pretty poor family. Both my parents were on ODSP and stuff like that. And I never really even took it in that I had a choice. I just kind of almost had this sense of having a vow of poverty on my life forever, that it's just the way it was, the way it always gonna be. And when I started to invest in myself, that was what made the mind switch. And so I'm a big believer in the power of perspective, and that can change your whole world around you. This was a big investment for myself and my wife. I'm ready to go. I want to join council. I want to start doing deals this week, and I want to start a business and just go full tilt with nothing stopping me.